What is up, everybody? I am Grant Burton. This is my weekly Twitch stream. I am playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Now, it should be noted that I am about 14 hours into Assassin's Creed Valhalla right now, so I'm by no means halfway through the game or anything like that, but I feel like I'm still scratching the surface of it. I'm still learning some of the elements of the game. Plenty more to discover, plenty more to do. Plenty more story to go, so there will be some story spoilers in here because I'm probably going to be tackling the story in some form or another, just so you know. But today I'm also going to be talking about Cobra Kai Season 3, the Al Capone movie called Capone, starring Tom Hardy, and the new Superman. Who is he? Who's directing it? Is he going to be black? Let's find out. But anyway, it's been a while since I played this game actually, because I've been playing Super Mario 3D World in the past week or so. I like that game. It's a good game, but wow, is it long. And kind of getting a little tired of it because of how long it is. So, wanted something different today. Wanted to go on to Assassin's Creed again, because this is a game that I'm imagining I'm just going to be going to here and there whenever I get a chance. Right. So, just trying to get the hang of things again. What's my current level at? 46. Okay, that's not bad. Let's go here. Report to Landvi. Okay. So again, could be story spoilers, but I do feel like I'm still very early in the story, so probably nothing going to be too major, just so you know.
Good day! Word of our growing settlement has reached outside ears, so have a look around. You may see a few new faces.
We are allied with the Danes of Shire. Their Jarl Skona, Soma, has pledged an oath.
Well done, Eivor. These early victories will pay off well.
They will, in more than one way. One of Soma's finest fighters, Birna, has pledged her blade to us. She's a powerful fighter and a charming spirit. I think she'll fit in nicely.
Glad to have her. Good work. Eivor, a word of note. Someone has set up shop outside. A trader, I believe.
I met him. Redda. A strange young man, but somehow charming. He will make for fine company, I think.
I look forward to knowing him better.
Right. This is new. What do I do here?
I want to see the Alliance map.
So, Granta is mine. Okie dokie.
I have changed my mind.
Doesn't seem like there's anything I can do
I
there.
should go.
Right, so what's my current objective then? These all seem like they're side missions and little side quests rather than the main objective, so I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to be doing now, because she didn't really confirm that. Right, let's just have a look at the world map, see what's going on. Oh, what's that? I mean, there's that. That's the new DLC that they've just added, the River Raid stuff. I feel like I should wait for that because I'm not powerful enough. One thing I have noticed is that the game does get pretty tough when you're tackling things that are above your power level. Huh. Tell you what, let's just have a look around my settlement. What's this?
Can you remind me what you do here?
When you hunt any animal, bring it here for a trade, and if you get something really special, I'm happy to mount it. That said, though, I can't do much until you build me a place to work. It won't do tanning hides on makeshift tables and dirt.
I have to go. See you soon.
Say hi to Petra.
No
if
need
you
for
see
the
her.
attitude. Alright. Cost 645. I've actually got a lot more supplies than I thought. Let's see, where's
Show
my
me what
bird?
lies ahead.
What's that? Tattoo shop. Hidden Ones Bureau. Blacksmith. Shipyard. Fishing hut. Trading post. That sounds useful. Right, let's go to the trading post. That's where I am now. Purchase resources and unique items. Okay, I can make new buildings now.
Markers among them.
There we are. Nice to have a more permanent spot.
Letter from Yan Li's family. We have never been so pleased to receive a letter from you. What wonderful news! Our little flower has bloomed across the sea, and it feels as though it has been forever since you lived somewhere long enough for us to send you parcels. I hope you will enjoy the spices and the oil. It broke our hearts to hear that things they have been feeding you. Perhaps if you offer them a bit of spice, their tongues will learn to pronounce your name properly, and you will not have to make it so easy for them.
I've been saving these just for you.
May I see your stores?
Right,
I
what
think
do we
that
have?
would be a very good choice.
Viper Bow, Royal Guard.
I imported this with you in mind.
Nothing really striking my fancy at the minute. Different hairstyles. What's these? Miscellaneous. Fantastic fishes and where to find them. Okay. It's probably the
Only
sea.
a true done shopping for the day?
Yeah,
I must be on
I
my
don't
way
need
now.
any of that crap.
Goodbye.
Until next time, Eivor.
Right, what are these
Show me.
new buildings that I can make now? So what's this? There's the Hunter's Hut, the brewery, a fowl farm. Can't afford it. Chickens roost there. Okay. Museum. Alvis and Holger's house. So what's at Alvis and Holger's home? A place of art and arguments. Okay, that's interesting. I'm not quite sure who Alvis and Holger are, but okay. Stable and aviary. Seer's hut. Oh, that sounds like an interesting one to get. Right, so I'm gonna have to save up for that one. A grain farm. A cattle farm. Alright, some of these stuff sounds pretty useful. But I don't have enough resources. How much resources do I actually have right now? So, right, where do we have all this stuff? 700, so I'm not that far off. Right, but what was that horn that sounded before? Right, here we go. Let's see who's arriving.
Eivor, what a pleasure to see you.
It would help if you looked my
Oh,
direction.
dear. It feels like it's been so long.
Valka, my friend. You're most welcome here. Are you well?
Better than well. I am present.
And your mother?
My mother has found her peace at last. She walks through a world seen only in dreams, and will forevermore.
That is all any of us can hope for.
Indeed. Come.
How was your passage?
Exhilarating. The waves and the wind were with us from the start. We flew like seabirds. And how are you? In spite of your stoic look, there is a brightness in your eyes that warms me.
It may be a kind of hope. A settlement is growing. The people are happy and I am looking forward to more.
And your visions?
They come and go. But leave all that aside. Let me help you with your things. This way. We found a fine spot for you at the foot of the hill.
Every hour we traveled, I tried to conjure in my mind some vision of this place.
And how close were you?
I saw the trees and the water and the rolling hill, but I could not foresee so much green. It is a magnificent and calming color, a balm for sea-salted eyes.
Just so you know, I am playing this on an Xbox Series X on performance mode. Just in case you're wondering. So it is 60 frames per second. It's not quite 4K, I don't believe. The 4K version does look better, but this version does play better.
Brings you? Hope there isn't a curse on the settlement or some such.
The only curse on this place is their great lout of a blacksmith. It is a rare feeling to travel across the sea and still find oneself at home. This place feels powerful, alive.
Do you foresee great things for us?
No need for foresight. I feel it in my heart.
Is that Valka I see? What took you so long to follow?
Wanted to ensure the place was up to snuff. We must talk again soon, Randvi, once I'm settled.
And before my arms fall off, what is this I'm carrying?
My heaviest reagents, of course. Lead, whalebone, flecks of gold.
Put this one to honest work. That is what I like to see.
All these people you have brought here. This life you have built on these stranger shores. Does it please you?
It does. To know that I've built this place and kept these people safe is a gift.
You speak first of yourself when I ask this question. Which says more than you intend, I think.
It's weird because she's just arrived here, and I'm supposed to be showing her to her new home.
Good day.
And who is that
Yeah, I'm
fellow?
following her.
Octavian.
All right.
A strange man. I think you'll like him. You see there?
Oh, she is like
Your
a
home is just ahead.
soothsayer
Tell
or
me
a
about your
sightseer or whatever.
visions.
So,
They are
I
as
don't
they've
know.
always
Maybe
been.
she's seen where it is
Little's
already.
changed, save that clarity. With every return, the things I see feel less like dreams and more like memories.
And does the All-Father still appear before you?
From time to time, yes. He speaks to me as well, but it feels mad to say such things aloud.
I understand. You can put those just there, thank you.
And here we are.
Lovely, just as you promised. As soon as I am set up here, we can return to the matter of your visions.
Valka, please.
You are touched, Eivor. A conduit for godly tidings. Please, let me help. I may know a way to clarify these visions. An elixir that may open the door of your mind into the realm of the gods.
If you think it would help, I can finish your home myself. Only give me some time.
I would be grateful. Thank you, Eivor.
Of course. And welcome home.
Right, let me just adjust. Adjust the... Alright, let's talk about the first topic I want to get into. Superman. We are getting a new Superman movie. Not a continuation of the Henry Cavill Superman, no. This seems like it's going to be its own thing, separate from the DC Cinematic Universe. A bit more like what the upcoming Batman film's like. In that new version of Superman, new take on the character, new people attached to it. J.J. Abrams, best known now for the Star Wars sequel trilogy, and Star Trek and Lost and a bunch of other things. He is producing this new iteration of Superman. No word yet on who's going to direct it. It's probably not going to be him. And we don't know too much about it yet. There's a lot of rumours about it, a lot of suggestions about what could happen. The biggest one going around now is that it's going to be a black Superman. And that sounds cool to me. I don't think there's any reason at all why Superman has to be white or American or anything like that. Because after all, he's an alien. Why can't he be a different skin colour, different ethnicity? I think it'll be really interesting. I think if they're going to do that, they should probably also not make it Clark Kent. They should probably do a very different take on the character. Because again, we've seen the Clark Kent story before. It's not to say that Clark Kent can't be black, but it would be nice to just get a totally radical, different version of the character. So there's a lot of potential there, and I'm really interested to see where they go. The current rumour is Michael B. Jordan wants to play the role. I think that would be quite good. He's a good actor, and he'd certainly look the part. Right, let's find a new task for me to do. Right, that's all the way down there. I don't particularly want to go down there. It's all above my power. I don't know why the current main mission or main story is kind of stopped for some reason. Speak to Redder or the Thousand Eyes to get new contracts. Right, I don't know where to go for that. Right, well I might as well look into that. I'm not too far off. So this is the River Raid stuff, which was just recently added to the game. It's a little above my power, so who knows how well this is gonna go, but we'll see.
I've never heard tell of any river champion. Not sure what to make of that. But you're welcome to ask Eivor.
Sunniva and stranger, what brings you to our shores?
Vaughn and his crew claim to be raiders of great treasures. They seek to join with Ravenstorm.
If you wish to join us, we only ask for hard work and loyalty. No need of silver or gold.
Wouldn't say no to it either.
It is good to meet you, Eivor. And there is more in this for you than precious metals. We may seem weary and ragged, but we know secret routes of England's coasts, where you will find a wealth of resources for Ravensthorpe.
You seek to share them with us. Why?
When the table is laden with too great a feast, you gather friends round to enjoy. We seek friends and feasting. Let me show you. I will take you out on a raid, once we repair our ship.
I appreciate the offer, and accept it.
Every time I've played this game so far, the voice actor for Eivor constantly reminds me of Sean Harris. I don't think it is Sean Harris, it probably isn't, but it just, the look of him, the voice of him, that's all I'm getting. And Sean Harris, if you don't know, is an
How do you
actor,
judge our dock?
probably best known now for the Mission
Now
Impossible
that's
films.
a dock worthy of our longship. Come and talk to me whenever you are ready to leave.
Let's just have a look around first. I like that they built this themselves, and they didn't need me to do it. Okie dokie.
Are you ready to set sail?
River raids are more challenging than regular raids, but offer the chance to find new gear, weapons and foreign supplies to upgrade your Jomsviking haul, river raid longship or trade with Vaughn for cosmetic schemes. Be careful though, if you die during a river raid you will lose all of the progress you made and rewards you gained during the raid.
I'm ready. On to the raid.
Let's not die
We will
then.
use my crew for the first outing. Easier for me to show you what lies along the riverbank. Later, you are welcome to send your own Jomsvikinger along the paths we travel. Mine could use the rest.
It's pretty cool. So this isn't actually taking place in the map that we know, is it? Or was that just a way of fast travelling? Let's have a look, is this actually on the map? No.
This river does not appear on many maps. Few know how to navigate it. The Jomsvikinger have been learning its currents. An old friend said it was a smuggling route for Roman traders. She claimed it was useful in hiding their tracks. In fact, it is so well hidden, you could raid your very neighbors and they would never know it was you. Something to think about. Look, there! Villages! Not hoarders of wealth, mind you, but well worth the trouble if you're seeking rations for the crew. Remember,
Why not?
my crew is like a pack of trained wolves. They will respond to your orders. Give them freely and loudly.
River Raid status. During a river raid, hold down to view useful information about the river raid and your crew. The river alert gauge shows the level of enemy reinforcements at raid locations. The cargo counter shows how many foreign supplies you have collected and how full your longship's cargo hold is. You can also see the health of each crew member and the number of rations they are currently carrying. Right, okay. Right, there's a bit more to it than I was expecting. It's been a while since I played this, so I've probably got to get used to the combat again.
Help me out here!
Big ration chests. Big ration chests give a ration to you and each Jomsviking in your River Raid crew. Jomsvikings will use their rations automatically when their health is low. You can spend one of your rations to revive a down Jomsviking, but you must reach them in time.
We should return to the ship.
Alright, so Halma Frozen Hand isn't doing as well as everyone else.
Alright! We have what we came for. Let's go!
Right, back to the ship. So here's another thing that you should be aware
I've had
of.
tougher fights in taverns.
Well, stay alert. The smoke from the flames will alert camps downriver. The fighting will get tougher as we go.
When you raid a location, the smoke from the fires will alert other locations up the river, increasing the river alert gauge. As the river alert gauge rises, you will encounter more enemy reinforcements at each location. You can check the river alert gauge by opening the quick action wheel. Right, okay. So I recently watched a film called I Care a Lot, starring Rosamund Pike and Peter Dinklage. Not going to say too much about it here because I did do a full review on my film and TV channel, which is just my name, Grant Burton, on YouTube. So go check out that full review. But suffice to say, I liked the film quite a bit.
There!
I do recommend it, it's
Military
very
camp.
fun.
You will find foreign supplies and even gear if you're lucky. They will put up a fight, but so be it, yeah?
So yeah, check out my review of I Care a Lot on YouTube. Grant Burton on YouTube.
Let's hit the bastards!
Right, where are we?
Dumb shadow. You bleeding dunghill! Don't want to, Robert. No.
Thank you.
Can't do this alone.
Where is it? Ah. Thought there was something in here. Obviously not. It's underground, it seems.
Under here!
Seems like a weird place to keep a chest. Foreign cargo chests are found in military and monastery locations and can contain gear, weapons or foreign supplies. Foreign supplies can be spent at Ravensthorpe to build and upgrade the Johnsviken Hall, upgrade the River Raid longship or traded with Vaughn for exotic items.
This looks valuable. I should take it back to the settlement. Come! We've outstayed our welcome.
Right, let's adjust. Twitch thing. Stupid how it's there. There.
Finnum dyrgripar!
I thought you were a fighter, yet you didn't join the battle. Biding your time for bigger fights?
More of a captain these days. Odd, isn't it? A raider who doesn't raid. Turns out, spending years getting damn near chopped in half leaves you with enough aches and stiff muscles to keep you boat bound. Now come, let us go.
So I also recently watched Cobra Kai Season 3. That's a good show. Now, bear with me because it's not a good show in the sense that you're probably thinking. It's not like going to win awards for acting or directing or anything really. It's a good show in the same way that the Fast and Furious films are good films. It's fun, silly, cheesy, over the top, but there's a lot of charm and emotion and drama in there. I would not recommend Cobra Kai if you have not seen the Karate Kid movies, because the Cobra Kai series constantly references the movies and the characters and events of those movies. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of, especially the emotional stuff, is going to be totally lost on you if you haven't seen
Hey,
the films.
come here!
Really? Well, where the hell's all the enemies? Okay, they're all up there, but why bother fighting them? We've got what we came for. That's odd. But yeah, what I like about Cobra Kai is it makes you think about the films in a different way.
Let the crew know when you are ready.
Return to settlement. If you want to return to the settlement, enter the command position on the River Raid longship, then hold down and select to depart. Well, let's go to one more place first. But one of the problems I have with Cobra Kai is that so much of it is constantly trying to up what they've done before in terms of the action, in terms of the drama and the twists and the turns, that it just gets really silly at certain points. There are numerous points in the series where any living person would have called the cops, and that of course would have led to the end of the story and it would have wrapped things up pretty quickly. So it's understandable why that doesn't happen in the show, but it's just so bizarre that they just let things keep going so far. Like, the end of season 2 ends in a big school fight, and it's over the top, it's ridiculous, it's silly, it doesn't really make sense. And there's a lot of stuff like that in Cobra Kai that just doesn't make sense, but it's so fun and enjoyable, and the characters are really likable that you kind of overlook it.
Spread out! We have this!
Getting attacked by a chicken. St. George's Cape. Huh, that sounds interesting. Let's have a look at that. A lot of stats with the costumes, so you've got to really look at the numbers and see if they're better or not. I don't know what either or ever is, but that seems to be the only significant downgrade with this cape. Oh, I like that. Doesn't really go with my style, but I'll have it anyway. Alright, let's get out of here. The other thing about Cobra Kai, while I'm still talking about it, is the character of John Kreese. What the hell is his plan? What's going on? Why is he there? What's he up to? Is he supposed to just be so delusional and lost, and it's bizarre. So he shows up at the end of the first season. The end of the first season. And it's very unclear what exactly his plan is. So we know, I'm going in full spoilers here for Cobra Kai, so if you haven't seen it, maybe you don't want to listen. But by the end of season 2, he ends up running Cobra Kai again, like he did in the first film. Why? Is that all he wanted? Was that his plan? Just to get a business of his own again? To start getting back on his feet? It's weird. But then he's constantly talking about how everyone that's a student of his is a soldier, how they're gearing up for war, and then he's encouraging them to go out and kill all the others, like literally. He's telling them no mercy, they're breaking each other's arms and busting into the houses and stuff. It's bizarre. What's his end goal? And what's he thinking?
And as lucrative as I promised ya. Think we have got enough supplies here to put something together?
Something like what?
A place to stay where we can stretch out? Oh, wouldn't want to bother Adis and the rest.
You know Adis?
I know of Adis. Her reputation as a fighter and as a trainer precedes her. Simply wouldn't want to get in her way.
I see. Well, we have space for a hall, and with enough supplies, we can make something in due time.
Ah, Eivor. I have been meaning to mention to you the legacy of St. George.
Is this some sort of ridiculous legend?
It is. The story is that the revered saint's legacy, lost for hundreds of years, is divided and hidden across England.
Such a great treasure, and yet no one has any idea where even a single piece could be?
Until now. For months I have heard whispers that match the stories. And now my scouts have returned with a map. The rivers Severn and Exe both play a role in George's legend.
Very well. That is where we will search.
But keep a lookout for hints of other hiding places. Nothing is known for certain. Whether any of it actually exists, I cannot say. Care to go find out?
Sounds tempting. I'll go.
Good luck. Up for some raiding?
Alright, what's he got on offer? Sails. Okay, nothing much. Right, let's move on. A drinking hole where you can find and recruit the best Joms Viking warriors in the land. Why not?
Welcome to the Joms Viking Hall, Eivor. Been a long time since we've had a permanent place to gather and share stories. Come here to hire more Joms Vikinga for your raids. With time, it will attract some impressive fighters. Real talents.
Okay, that guy looks bizarre.
Take me, Eivor. Our victories will bore the
Ivanga
gods
the
themselves.
Nervous.
I stand ready should you have need.
Let us join battle together and reap glories. There is always need for raiders. My chance will come.
Right, now, what? I keep pressing the wrong button. What's that? Build Volka's house. I don't have enough for that. These are the river raid stuff. I'm gonna put that to the side for now. Tutorials. Oh, bloody hell. How many are there? I'm one of them gamers where if there's a notification, I have to get rid of it. It's just the way I am. The liar. Right. See my inventory again. How much of this stuff do I have? 700. Still need 800 though. Problem is, a lot of this stuff is above my current level. I don't know why the next main mission objective isn't showing up. Right, let's go to East Anglia. I'm going to head in that basic direction. So there's my ship. If I can set that as my target, and then I'll go there from my ship. We'll take it from there.
Sail! Catch the wind! Sing, my ravens. Yes, sail!
Hold on!
Sail out!
I've also been watching a TV show called The Hot Zone. So this has recently been added to Disney Plus in the Star section here in the UK. And it's a very timely TV show. If you don't know, this is a TV show all about the Ebola pandemic. Well, not even a pandemic, but the Ebola outbreak in the 1989. And as you can probably imagine by that, there are some striking similarities to what's going on in the world right now. And what's really interesting is that the Hot Zone, this series, this limited series, there's only 6 episodes, came out in 2019, right before the coronavirus came about. So, how coincidental is that? So yeah, what happens in this show is basically they discover that Ebola has come to America and they're trying to cover it up, they're trying to get ahead of it and prevent it from spreading as best they can. It stars Juliana Margulies, who's brilliant as always. It's got Liam Cunningham from Game of Thrones. Really good cast. It does a good job at showing all of the ways in which you deal with a virus and try and prevent the spread. I think it's really good how it shows the way in which a virus can spread by having camera angles focused on door handles and on what people are touching and interacting with. It's really good that way on. But what's that? Right. Otherwise though, the show doesn't... The show's okay. I don't think it's a great show. I don't think it's a brilliant show or anything like that. But I think it does a good job at coming up with suspenseful moments and dramatic moments. But it does feel like there just isn't a lot of story there, because it feels like it's actually happening over the course of maybe a week. And it feels very small scale. Like I said, it's not a pandemic, it's not a full-blown outbreak. So it does feel like it's a little ahead of the game in a way. But I did enjoy it. It is only 6 episodes. Every episode's about 45 minutes long as well. The characters don't get enough development, I don't think, which is a little disappointing. It is all about the outbreak. It is all about them determinedly trying to prevent it from spreading. But I do recommend it, although in current time period with the coronavirus and the current pandemic, it might not be the best or smartest thing to watch, because it can be a little too close to home, so to say. Right, let's see, where are we now? So all these little blue markers, if you don't know, are supposed to be mysteries. What I've discovered from playing this game for, 15 hours now, something like that, is that all of these little blue markers, all of these mysteries as they're called, are actually small, very small side quests, and they seem to be the comedic relief of the game. Every single one of them has you going somewhere, discovering something, and then there's a bit of a joke at the end. There are a couple which don't do that, which are a bit more on the serious side, but they're nothing special. There's nothing worth going to do with them, I don't think, at least from what I've experienced so far, which is why I'm not focusing on them. The gold markers, meanwhile, are wealth, so they are things like treasure chests and stuff like that.
Hey! Oh, my brother! Die! No way you'll escape!
Oh no!
No!
Damn! One thing I really like about this Assassin's Creed is the combat. I think the combat is by far the best of any Assassin's Creed game. It's very visceral, very rough. There's like a weight and heaviness behind it all, and I really like that. I think it's the one thing this game does better than Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Right, where the hell's my horse going? So yeah, let me just talk about what I think of this game in a nutshell so far. I think it's okay, maybe even good. The problem is I do feel like I'm still scratching the surface of it. I do feel like I'm still discovering things about this game. And the story doesn't really seem to be going anywhere. Like right now, for example, I have no idea what the story is. Like it just seems to have stopped for some reason. What's going on here? But ultimately, the story just seems to be like, you are a Viking, you are going to England to start a new life. That's kind of all that's going on. It often feels like the assassin stuff is kind of intruding on the story a bit. Because you have got the more classic Assassin's Creed style story in there as well. Let's see what that is. Right, where's the... how do I get the legend? What's the question mark for? Alright. Last time I had a question mark, it was some guy with like some intel that I could buy from. I'm wondering if that's the same. It seems like it's moving, so it probably is, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with that then. So it looks like this place is being attacked. That's where I'm heading, primarily. I want to see if I can find some wealth in here, though. Right, where we're looking. Right, in that building. But yeah, I like the combat a lot. The actual world, I think, is really interesting. It's not like the best open world ever made or anything like that. It is a very traditional open world, the way that it's formed and the structure of it and so on. One of the things I do have to say is that it seems to have brought back certain elements from past Assassin's Creed, particularly in terms of like the stealth and the actual assassination elements. So, for example, you can now blend into crowds again, you can put on your hood and go in disguise or incognito in certain environments. You can sit on benches and overhear conversations and stuff like that. All of that stuff was in the very early Assassin's Creed games, and you might be thinking, oh, that's interesting to bring that back, but it's probably worth saying that there's a reason that stuff was removed from the games that followed it, because it was never that interesting to do that stuff. So it's really interesting that they brought it back, because why would you bring back the elements that didn't work in the past games? But this is also one of the more Assassin's Creed RPG type experiences. Now, the thing is, this is an RPG in the sense that you can customize your character in terms of armor and weapons and playstyle. But in terms of the story, I think like it's very RPG light. I don't feel like any of the decisions I'm making are having a huge impact on the story, and at times I don't even think I'm getting to make many decisions. It's really bizarre. As an RPG, I think it's a step back from Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and that's really disappointing because I love RPGs. But it also seems like this game is going to be very, very long, because I'm 15 hours in again. I feel like I'm very much at the beginning of the game. I feel like I'm still scratching the surface of it. Oh.
Flank the crossbar!
Alright, let's have a look around.
Let's end this. Bleeding dunghill.
One of the reasons I like the combat as well is the stun attacks. The fact that you can't do these like finishing maneuvers, these takedowns, which are often very cool, very visceral, very gory, and I really like that. It's almost like it's rewarding you for being good at the game. They are a little repetitive though, that's the only problem I have with them.
Give me a hand with this. The Lord is my strength.
I have no idea what that was.
Help me out here! Can't hold out much longer.
Where are you going? I am not good with archery at all.
Have your guts out.
That was pretty cool. It seems they're both in here.
Hey, come here!
Meet your fate.
I like how the other guy just doesn't seem to put much effort into it at all. Just barged the door.
Some treasure here!
That guy took a beating.
I'll take point!
Give me a hand!
Give me the loot. Mercian captain's report. My lord, King of Mercia, the realm of East Anglia is fraught with peril, but the war will not spill across the border into Mercia. Not yet. The Danish factions claw at each other's throats, while the East Anglians are caught between the anvil and the hammer. Athelstan was a good king, but now he too is dead. My sword wishes to help our kin, but your orders are to wait, so wait I shall, sire. Godwin the Patient.
Eivor! Help me with this!
Right, well that's that place done. Once more with the right, let's see what the current situation is. Got all this junk which I need to sell. So this is the guy that I've just fought. He seemed to be putting up a much bigger fight than most guys I fight. A canny fighter. The Banneret observes you and infuriatingly alters his moves accordingly. He also fancies himself a bit of a leader and will command nearby Saxon archers to loose devastating volleys of arrows. Right, that's where I'm heading. I knew I had an objective here somewhere. So go here first. So let's get on to the final topic that I've got planned for today. A film all about Al Capone, or more specifically about the final days of Al Capone, starring Tom Hardy and Linda Cardellini. It's called Capone. Can you believe it? That's what they came up with. Yeah. But anyway, Capone is not a good film. It's not a bad film either though. The problem with Capone is that I just don't know why it exists. What is the director Josh Trank trying to say with the film? At times it looks like he's trying to make Al Capone sympathetic. It's almost as if maybe he admires Al Capone, maybe he likes Al Capone, which, when you consider all the things Al Capone did, is not a good thing to do. But then at other times it also seems like he's taking the piss out of Al Capone. It feels like he's trying to have a little go at him and a little dig at him and humiliate him a bit. And I don't think he ever gets the balance right. And because of that, the messaging of the film is murky. What are you trying to say about Al Capone? Are you trying to say he was a complex guy? Are you trying to say that, you know, this bad guy, there are some likable elements to him? I don't know if that's what you want to be carrying on. So that's probably the biggest problem with Capone. The film is short as well, it's only like an hour 35. The cast I think is pretty great. I'll say this, Linda Cardellini, who plays Al Capone's wife, who's having to take care of Capone throughout this tough time period because of his failing health. She's the best thing about the film. Her performance is great. And again, I've said this multiple times in various different ways.
These men their trespasses.
But Linda
Send
Cardellini
them
is
instead
very
to the
underrated,
same
I
hell
think.
they brought upon our land.
Let's see what's going on here, and then I'll get back to talking to Capone.
Did you kill these men?
These defilers killed themselves by despoiling this sacred ground. God told me the full tale. Then he told me to chastise them. And he has told me much about you, too.
Stand down, assassin. I mean you no harm.
Oh, what the hell's going on here?
Snuff you out!
She's putting up a hell of a fight for a nun. I begin to suspect she's not a nun at all. You could say she's none too bad at this.
Weak and futile!
Problem is I've got no bloody stamina. I'm also running out of health real badly. That's a problem.
May God strike you down!
Right, that put a stop to her. None too soon.
Tell me again. What did your god say about me?
My God names you the Crow-Eyed Devil. And he sends out his angels to find you and to kill you. And then they will fling you into the pits of hell, demon.
Alright, good to know. So remember what I was saying about those blue markers and they're usually for comedic relief? That one wasn't. Worthful offering. O Lord, take these gifts, my blood offering, as a sign of devotion to your mighty cause. I have laid waste a dozen heathens to your greater glory, though one crept up into the rafters to die, so that you may smite him down at your leisure. May his blood and body please you, my lord, your most devoted apostle, Saint Aelfwin, hammer of the heathens. So yeah, back to Capone. The visuals are good. The pacing is on the slow side. It's not a traditional crime film by any means, so don't go into this expecting to watch a gangster film. It's not that. It's a drama film. And because Al Capone's suffering from neurosyphilis in the movie, a lot of what this film does is it plays with reality and visions and dreams. You're never quite sure what is real and what isn't, and that's a problem. Now, I'm going to go into a slight spoiler here for both this film and the film Joker. There's a moment in the film Joker where it's revealed that, hey, not all is what you think. There's to the point where how much of this is actually happening. And something very similar happens in this film, Capone, in that it's revealed certain things aren't happening and certain things are happening. So again, this is one of the problems of it. We already don't know what the point of the film is, what's Josh Trank trying to say about it. And now, on top of that, we don't know how much of it's actually real to begin with. But I did watch all of the film, I did enjoy what I watched, but I do think it's a confusing film, I do think it's a muddled film. I don't think it's great by any means, I wouldn't even classify it as good. But the best thing about it is the performances from all the characters, particularly Linda Cardellini. Tom Hardy, I've not even mentioned Tom Hardy really, he's playing Al Capone, and it's an interesting performance because he is... what's the best way of putting this? Right, I'm trying to find a nice way of putting it. He's putting on an accent, he's putting on a voice, and I have to question the accuracy of it. The makeup and the effects that are on Tom Hardy are good in that he does look like Al Capone from certain angles. From other angles, he does just look like Tom Hardy wearing makeup. But the voice and the accent does take some getting used to. I do think, based on what I know of Al Capone, I do think it sounds a little like Al Capone, but it can be distracting to begin with. And sometimes it can be one of those voices where you have to really pay attention to figure out what he's saying. And because of that, I don't think it's a great performance, but I do admire his attempt at it. So this is the skill tree of the game, if you didn't know. A lot of the skills are like adding little damage points and boosts and health elements. Nothing too much. In terms of the actual abilities and skills, you've got to actually unlock them in the game by exploring environments and stuff like that. Every time you level up, you get 2 skill points to spend. So these are the skills areas, like... Right, let's see. Where are we? But otherwise, Capone, there is like a B-plot running up throughout the movie. It's not just about Al Capone and his failing health. The B-plot is that everyone's trying to figure out what Al Capone has done with his money, because apparently he buried, what is it, $10 million? He buried that somewhere. The only problem is, because of his health, he can't remember where. And everyone's now trying to figure out where it is. Particularly things like the FBI and the Secret Service and stuff like that, who are spying on him, hoping to find out where he's put the money. Not going to say what happens in terms of that, but that does become a running theme throughout the film, a running plot point.
Bjorn Bloodtooth's cave should be close by. That must be Bjorn, the circle.
My eyes cannot forget the sight of that. Her hair so long and down. How are you cold, you bear skins, you wolf shirts, you tasters of blood? They call us shield biters, wall breakers, born in battle's flood.
A man who fights beside a great white bear. You are Bjorn Bloodtooth.
Ask the dead. What do they tell you?
They say, we do not want shapeshifters in these lands.
They wished me dead. They're not the first. And you, come to make your name in battle. Another corpse at my door won't matter.
I'm not here to fight you, Bjorn. I am Eivor of the Raven clan, and I offer you a seat in our hall.
I have no clan, and no need of another.
You prefer to live alone here with your bear?
I prefer vengeance. Against the men who hung my wife and left her for the crows.
Who is this man?
A Mercian lord, whose name shall not sour my lips. He has scores of men. An army, perhaps. But that will not stop me.
Then let me help. If you truly wish to avenge your wife, you must not fall in battle.
I shall think it over. Njal, go with my bear. Feel her belly. And if Njal trusts you, who knows? Maybe we do as you say.
You're tame for so wild a beast. Is that so? Tell me, what does a bear like you eat? Whatever you want, huh? Best you show me then.
Okay, this is weird. So this is clearly a polar bear, which you don't get in the UK. Just want to point that out.
A mixing bowl for making berserker brew. It smells of piss and nightshade. He landed on these shores some time ago.
Where the hell's the bear gone? How do I get through there? Can I get through there from this way?
The shrine. Well cared for at that. Its loss is deep.
Do I just shoot them? No. So, is there enough? It's me being stupid. Yep, there we go. Yeah, that's why you watch me on stream do all this, because I am a bit of an idiot and I do get confused by things like that. I don't need that crap, so let's find out where this polar bear's gone.
The Skalds say Bjorn carried you into battle when you were but a bear cub. Raised you as one would raise a child. Your favorite flowers? They're not food, Jarl. Reminds me of summer in Norway. We had fields like these near Hemminger's Hall. I can see why Bjorn keeps you around.
What the hell's going on here? Why am I following a polar bear? Why is he showing me his flowers? Come on, lead the way. Why does he keep stopping?
Ah, the lake. There's fish you want. I can help with that. Fishing arrows. Now to catch something for Njal.
Fishing arrows. Yeah, I don't think he knows how to fish if he's using arrows.
Do you want some fish, Njal? Here. Nothing better than fresh fish. Eat your fill, friend.
The demon bear! And it's massive! That's not the berserker! Who cares? Kill them both. Filthy bear and dirty Danes. All must die.
Your time's up, Kurt!
Strike for Christ! Oh!
I'm not looking for you now. Bjorn may be in trouble as well.
Right. The mission I'm doing right now, I believe, was DLC for the game. It came with the pre-order for it. What's he doing?
Pathetic! The Lord will see us prevail! Together, lads!
They're not moving around, these guys.
Fall before me! Die already! Why won't you go down? Blood and matter! Death the heathen dog! I will eat your bones!
Oh crap. It's a big guy.
Ferocious beast!
Keep my distance because I've got no health. Oh crap. Right, let's hope that loads up at a decent point. Right, okay.
Die already! Why won't you go down? That's the heathen dog! I will eat your bones! He's a ferocious beast! You'll take little!
I don't have health and I'm dying already. Oh crap. I might have bitten off more than I can chew here.
Leave it to me!
Not what I wanted to do.
That's the heathen heathen dog! What's your bones? Use a ferocious beast!
Got the advantage.
Got him. Oh.
Hey, with me, brother.
I'll have it! Get back here!
Who the hell keeps shooting at me?
I got this!
He's mine. Out of arrows. Ah, there's a whole bunch of them up there. How'd they get up here? Right. Speak with Bjorn. Where's he going? Come on, speak with him, let us speak.
You have a strong war arm, Ravenshirt.
These men did not come for the fame of defeating a legendary berserker.
No. They were followers of the Mercian Lord. My blood enemy. My wife's killer.
How did your wife die?
Fame has two faces, Eivor of the Ravens. In Norway, many a young thane wanted the glory of killing me. They died. I grew tired of killing. Alfhildr and I, we came here for a new start. A quiet life.
But fame sailed ahead of you. This Mercian lord learned of your deeds, sought to boost his own name with your blood.
You have the right of it. Only he wanted me to drink the Berserker brew first. When I refused, he demanded. Offered gold, even taunted me. Then he hung her. Alfhildr.
Your blood feud is just. But if it is something you must do alone...
No. Your words are wise. I do not want to die fighting. I want to die knowing my wife is avenged. I want to kill that man. Help me.
Tell me what you need.
Nightshade. It's the last bit of magic I need for my Berserker brew.
You shall have it. And when this is over, I trust the Raven clan will have your axe.
When you find the Nightshade, bring it to me beneath the gallows tree south of Beodoriswar. Nightshade often grows near graveyards. And Saxons build their graveyards near churches.
Nightshade grows in graveyards. No shortage of those in Christian England.
Right, that seems like a good place to end this stream for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I might be back with more Assassin's Creed Valhalla tomorrow. If I am, it'll be in the afternoon rather than the morning, GMT time. If you've liked this, why not go over to Twitter and Instagram, follow me at _GrantBurton for all of my thoughts and opinions up to date as I get them. Or go to my Film and TV YouTube channel, which is just Grant Burton on YouTube. The full James Bond ranking is up there now. This week I've got a very interesting, fun TV questions video that I'm posting. So check that out on Saturday. And a bunch of other stuff like my review of I Care A Lot. You can also go over to Games with Grant on YouTube, which is my video game centric YouTube channel, where I've got a full review of Cyberpunk 2077 for you to check out, as well as all of my streams, and there will be upcoming content coming out in the next few weeks or so. But again, I might be back tomorrow. If I am, it'll be in the afternoon GMT time. Until next time though, thanks for watching.